one, the Prophet. People say the Prophet Ghana and the Prophet Stonebwoy, Prophet Kudus as well. So, say this particular champion, people they mention some billions, some dollars. People they mention some monies, then things. I say, hey,
okay.
They enter the camp.
All right. So people they mention, but I think what Stonebwoy mentions is what we're interested in.
Exactly.
But what if I'm not supposed to mention because of disclosure clause?
Okay.
Disclosure clause.
Okay.
You see, so sometimes it doesn't hurt if people are speculating the figures, etc. I don't think it's bad news. It's just their own ideas.
Right.
While some put a meager amount to it, others put a very huge amount to it. However, there is value. It's most important. So the value is not only benefiting me, the creator or the artist, neither is it benefiting only the footballer, but it's benefiting both of us and Ghana. And this is an opportunity that I think we will definitely continue to leverage on as well. So yeah, man, Kakra Beba.
Yeah.
It's like only not more than 5 million population.
But in your case, because of the numbers you pull, is it corporate Ghana is not interested in the numbers? For example, so they propose to corporate Ghana and they don't show interest?
I don't, believe me, the monies that say our teams reach out and etc. The monies they offer and the deliverables that you have to give back. When you see a Stonebwoy,
it's true. It's true. Because I get it. I mean, we have to do big stuff to push the culture out there. And some big stuff now. So
last Kura will be the 50,000 cities in there. Now me boy didn't cry by your shocking vibes. Say be a SM4 be now office owner make one on where me say me vice versa.
No, about him. The other thing is when I take the Nigerian act, for example, now me say Whiskey.
Yeah.
It's me a whole concert of Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah.
Big. Yeah. Now, as I have seen music, I'll come there.
Yeah.
But for a stadium like that, Utimia concert or a failure, the money you would pay to even rent that stadium. Meaning, if we don't do things differently, our Ghanaian act cannot even dream of
thank
doing.
You very much, boss. You are too much, boss. I've said it. It's as simple. In plain terms, we have to do different to achieve different. So anybody that is achieving anything different here in Ghana from Ghana must be applauded. That's all I can say.
Yeah, because Charlie.
Yeah, any artist that is achieving anything different is doing something.
But Omono, is it because of the record labels they are on? Needs have big record labels.
Say we are record label. What is record label? In the end, what is a recording label? Recording label is not necessarily an investor.
Okay.
Recording labels have different set of agreements. We have licensing agreements that you can license your song to. Okay, newspaper with my licensing, I'm out 10 CD for market. 10 CD now, mama, your marketing budget, 2 CD. Recording budget, 3 CD. Recording is for you to create this. That's the contract number.
Yes.
So you realize, okay, now we are working on an album or maybe 2 albums, but let me limit it to 1 album.
Sure.
So okay, it's a licensing.
Yes.
Some people have a 360 agreement deals, which is that at the end we recording my management, so events so therefore they're able to invest their monies and everything is coming to them basically.
Yeah. And everybody thought the big one, Artist of the Year, was gonna come. Did you anticipate it yourself?
I've won Artist of the Year 3 times already.
Yeah.
3 times. Right?
Yeah. I think,
Yes.
Should be it, yeah.
Yes, it's 3 times.
3 or 2?
3. The 2019 one has since not been announced officially.
But you believe you won that one?
Which is right. I'm very, very confident. And it's all in a very respectfully. I'm very confident, very respectfully, not in any radical style.
Yeah.
May it be that this is inside information that has found its way in public.
Yeah.
So I believe that I've won Ghana Music Artist of the Year. At least I worked that year anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Sure. So minus the announcement of the awards, it was clear and obvious because I also won the Reggae Dancehall Artist of category.
Yeah. How many times have you won that one?
9 times.
Wow.
It was an error when I said 10. Because you know when I was climbing on the podium, I was chit-chatting with Chief. So I was asking, it be 9?
You said you forget.
So when I went on, I just said 10. But mind you, I don't take what doesn't belong to me. You know, so it's 9 times and 3 times Artist of the Year. So the fourth one, the only difference the fourth one will make is in the number. It won't change the work ethic. It won't reduce the work ethic. It won't reduce the vision. It won't reduce the sacrifice, the love, the vision. But to have won it 3 times, I think it's quite exemplary enough not to want to get 4th, 5th, 6th unnecessarily or unwarranted. If it is warranted, why not? And of course, it's a category that has some very talented brothers and sisters to cover all in there who would deserve it should they also win. You know, but I think I do stand proud of who a Stonebwoy is becoming and has become, of 3 Ghana Music Artists of the Years, coming from a very special style of music, which is not a typical representation of, you know, it's not a typical like the hip life, the high life. The high lives will be typical fundamental sounds of Ghana. To come, find my way from a typical reggae dancehall artist, fusion, mixing, growing, and
to becoming Afro-dancehall. You're taking us to the next line of conversation.
I'm so grateful for the journey so far, and that is what I have on the Artist of the Year. Yeah.
What's all this brouhaha about this Afro-dancehall originator? It sounds like Reggie Rockstone and Hip Life conversation all over again. You know, somebody says it's not you, somebody says it. What really is the issue?
First, there is no issue. Mm-hmm. I think the conversation managed to find its way onto the social media platforms where it's being discussed. And guess what? It's worth discussions because there have been efforts put into pioneering styles, genres of music. There have been research put into naming certain styles and stuff, which I can date back as till today. I don't know who named High Life.
Yeah.
You see?
Very true.
We don't know who named High Life. We've not researched. We don't know who put the name together.
Yeah.
Should we not know by now?
Jedublemble say he started rap in the world, even before Tupac and the rest.
It could be true because he's older than them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And he knows what he started.
Yeah.
And really, rap would definitely be an African
thing, yeah,
style of music
flow,
that would find its way into the West somehow.
Yeah.
But, you know, coming back onto the Afro-dancers, like I was saying, why don't we know who sang who named High Life?
High Life.
But we have used High Life. Maybe it's E.T. Mensah because it's one of the oldest.
Or maybe Kim Bruce.
Aha. But we should, I have no research. It's just coming to mind right now, realizing that nobody knows.
Yeah.
But should we not actually know by now, like on the tips of our fingers? Would it not help in selling that High Life the more? If we don't know the who named it, how can we possibly say that we are very proud enough of it? However, in our times, hip life music came through High Life and its inspiration of hip hop. And I will know one Mr. Reggie Osei,
Rockstone,
a legend who pioneered and coined the name. You can say that he's not the first one to rap because he didn't bring rap. Probably the one who would be the first one to rap because of time and age, which Honorable Jedublemble, our legend, claims because, yes, he has the time to prove that of his age.
Yeah.
Somebody also is older than him that came before, so he wouldn't even be the one to start rap music. But once upon a time, there would be a word that would be coined as hip life. Somebody did that.
Exactly.
And Reggie Rockstone is who I know did that.
And the one who commercialized,
popularized it, commercialized it, so it's just the same. So when the information was running around on the socials, one of the DMs that I received was a DM from
The Godfather. And like I hardly do, but I had to just quote, because him and I, we do have, he reaches out to me respectfully because he is a father that I respect. So anything, him and I have that DM messaging. He sees something and sends this to my DM and I see and I reply. We communicate through the DMs. So he came and said, yo, this time you look sharp. I'm like, my post was not even a post that came out of nowhere. Because Afro-dancehall has been pioneered by the young guy Stonebwoy, who has put effort, sweat, blood, and tears, investment, career all across. Interestingly, it has been backlash. It was backlashed during a certain period by friends of mine who actually do similar styles, who don't buy the idea of me trying to put an identity to my style. Like, listen, how would you bash me for putting an identity to a style that I am doing?
Yeah.
When I have not come to force us as a team or as a crew to adopt the name for all of us. So I watched them with one eye, realizing how unnecessary that is. But that is to them. Because if they had also said, maybe the style that they can identify themselves with is style BBB, they will be right in their own way because that is what they do. All right, now that on the side, it has gotten international attention. Yeah. Not just by Molly. Remember that it's not Molly that is giving Afro-dancehall.
No, it's not.
That. It's not her yet, but she is the latest with the heights that she's been able to push the music to, gotten there. I know that it's a beautiful song that has a fusion of both worlds, but interestingly, I did not see the song as, I didn't even put no name to that song at all. I saw like it's flying up until hip-hop, Billboard hip-hop, did an article and called it Afro-dancehall. Yeah. I woke up, when I saw it running, I was happy. I was like, Afro-dancehall. Finally. The more the recognition, because other platforms, Grammys, if you go online, you see that I've been attributed to Afro-dancehall, plus other artists too, sometimes Pato ranking, sometimes it doubles between Afro-dancehall and Afro-fusion, for us who do that style.
Sense. Yeah.
So sometimes you see Afro-fusion, you see Afro-dancehall. Because it has been pushed, it has been popularized, there's been work into it anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? So when Molly hit that and it was called that, I was happy. I saw it in the morning one time and I quoted and said, let it be that the name Afro-dancehall was originated. The truth is there. The name Afro-dancehall was originated by Stonebwoy. I mean, it's a mixture of this. Throwing credit right there again of where the inspiration is coming from. And then also looking beyond me to say that this would continue to enable people like myself who would find interest and inspiration along these lines to continue to do exploits without having to think of what name to call it, because it has been established at the point, just like somebody would have named dancehall for everybody to jump on. I don't even know who named dancehall.
Who named dancehall? It makes a lot
So that is just what I put out there, and I do not know what else would have triggered the conversation now
that came on afterwards.
That would have come afterwards, where, there will be replies to, I do not know. But when I saw it moving on, immediately when I saw the banter, especially when I saw Samini, respectfully respond to it, I immediately went on to message him, like, what is happening, like, I don't know. So he was already raged somewhat. So you could, excuse my English, I was not there to see. So I think that he texts that he's even here chatting with Babs, one of our big brothers too, and he's very, angry about the fans and I should control my fans. And so I was like, no. But they're replying to what you have written. I and my fans didn't plan to come at you, because he felt like the disrespect was too much and that my fans always come at him. And I feel like there's an extension of that will rub off on me, because I cannot detach myself from my fans to take responsibilities, because they are my fans. But I do not control their minds.
And thoughts.
even if I pick 10 fans at random, they would believe different things within the same fan base.
Even about you.
Thank you. So I couldn't be the one to send them to you in the first place. Now in the second place, to go and say, my fans, stop tweeting at Samini for whatever it is. You are choosing to reply to a certain conversation of something that you have posted. Wherever the inspiration is coming from, I do not know.
But I hope this hasn't created any issues between you and...
I mean, I don't know.
I want to be good because lately the vibe has been sweet. I mean,
exactly. That's why I'm being honest and I'm saying I do not know.
And I think we need to keep that.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be very honest.
Because, you know, I've hardly spoken about these things because, of course, I wouldn't reply on any social media platform. Why would I have to reply when he mentions me a few times, and you feel when somebody mentions you, you see, and you may have to, but I won't do that. If not for the fact that it is out there, I will not sit here and try to give you
the reasons and
I think that one of the things that has been a contributive factor to our redundant relationship over a period of time, where I once upon a time just take it upon myself to go to his house. They saw that him and his brothers were there, and I just bumped in, and then that was how come the ice was broken, sort of, to start certain fixes which will birth
the new
features and etc. And then right there and then another something comes up. So I feel like I'm of the opinion that sometimes it feels a certain kind of way. There are ways it feels. Yeah. For me, it feels indifferent, and I was like, I feel like if things are going on like this and I get clapped at, unprovoked, online, to paint me in a certain way as if I stole something from him, because I asked, which were questions I asked by message. Of course, he was busy in Tanzania and couldn't reply, but I was also off, just trying to get it out of the way, you know, because would it be that it is insinuating that I stole off of African dancehall and renamed it and ran away with it? That is impossible. I can't steal that and run away with it. So much so that now that Afro-dancehall is getting its credit, then there is a way that I have to bring that credit to you because I stole it from you. I don't believe so. But if that's the case, I'm actually open to knowing how that happened.
How that happened so that it can...
Is it that I am discrediting you of African dancehall because I posted, I retweeted the progress of Afro-dancehall? No, I asked these questions. I asked, you know, and then I stated also that these are some of the reasons why it's very difficult for me to come close and stay around, because I don't know what next in the next morning. And it's not a very comfortable situation where I want to find myself. But of course, we've done 2 great records, and when it's going to come out, whenever it does, however it does,
I'm sure it's going to... I don't think this one should be any... I don't see this becoming any issue. Fortunately, you know, you're both not young anymore. You're both very mature. You've got your families. You're doing great things for...
So I don't know where the issue is.
So really, you know, as human beings, naturally, friction will come small. But if it comes, we just figure out a way. Me and Mercury, we are both queer. But Charlie, we don't... Sometimes you foresee us.
Yeah.
Just say, talk past me small. But
I mean, it's really because it's... Like this is as open as this.
Yeah.
So if there's anything further, then of course Ghanaians love us. Yeah. Of course, Samini has been a big brother from time. I said it on this show. Yeah. He's a legend to the people, my legend. Absolutely, I accord him so much respect.
And I know he loves you.
And I don't like how sometimes it goes like some people around him, and we all have people around us, but I mean.
It is a Rock Nation, for example. Why would they not have a Ghanaian artist on their level?
Thank you. If a Ghanaian appeals to them and can work with them on, I think once upon a time, somebody went to Rock Nation office, bro.
Yes.
That tells you, say, it's not impossible. But it's saying, yeah, say, you're some crofone. I'm a member to ABCD, why am I can say, business? Me, I can use myself as an example. I signed on a record agreement, which is licensing with Def Jam.
Def Jam, yes.
Which is under Universal Music Group.
Yes.
The option, there was an album and an option.
Okay.
I licensed it, I signed, we released. Mm-hmm. After we went review after a year, the option, I didn't want to go into the option anymore. because the support or the things on pen and paper that was supposed to be done were not to satisfaction for me.
Okay.
You see, so all the Fifth Dimension situation that you guys saw was my monies. Was Bernita Music Group, all the stadiums, all the world tour that them one day. Now nobody gonna tell you guys Stonebwoy is signed to UMG, so he got it. I'm giving you a gist for you for you to free your mind of any.
Because I thought it was the agreement you signed the years.
No, I licensed my album to them, which does not
include.
My management is Bernita Music Group. So you see, when you see stuff, you see Bernita Music Group and Def Jam, Universal, through is there. So them, for licensing the product to them, theirs is to see to the distribution of the product, making sure it gets the right placement, making sure they speak some, because they have to recoup their money. Because the thing is, they would give you guys would negotiate an advance that you can actually, the advance is not for you to go and chop. The advance is, we are creating an album, so this is the advance we want to put to what is going to come. So they recoup against it. So it's your money. It's like a loan. So you can hear your sign will be $2 million. It's a loan to the guy.
Yeah, because on the
we have to recoup.
We have to. It's part of the agreement.
Yeah, Gina, yes, until you may not be able to recoup ever. And if you read about structures, people are not able to recoup their stuff. Because you have to be vigilant, the accounting. I think I'm going deep, but that's how it is. So everything that happened in Fifth Dimension, look, to be fair, 70% of every road stuff is Bernita Music Group. But guess what did we do? We leveraged on Def Jam. We leveraged on UMG, made relationships, connected around the globe, have PRs on every joint, every stuff. There are PR companies and agencies that are well active that needs to be paid. Even now, we have the tools in our hands with the Instagrams and everything. You have to pay to push. Once you post it, I see boost. Boost. It's in the system. That's the sign. So if you don't have money backing your staffer, you see what I'm saying? And then I moved on. So you can ask, why did I just move on immediately to do with Warner Music Group when I released Up and Running? Because it's licensing deal. It is not a 360 entire a deal. No, it was of course we felt that we could have done more, and UMG couldn't have their stance. It was Tiwa Savage was also a part of the UMG from Africa. She's moved on, so there was a few internal stuff that couldn't propel, but I still did good with leveraging on that. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I mean, I don't want to speak on something. I would have given you an example where that particular artist could have leveraged so much, but they don't understand the dynamics in the leveraging. So there was an opportunity that I think could have done more. So that on the side, I did the Warner Up and Running just last year. It's done. I'm also done. I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool. So now,
and you will look out for another licensing deal.
Good. It has dynamized now. Now for my next body of work, which is an EP that I'm going to release. Anyway, I don't want to mention the date. It is now solely under my Bernita Music Group, looking for a distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? No more licensing.
Okay, now it will be a distribution deal.
So we have the distribution, we have the licensing, and then the 360. But all these ones,